Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with yet another transfer talk roundup show. And after a quiet couple of weeks in January, the rumour mill is hotting up, and there's plenty of news out there in the Villa universe of potential deals or potential interest in players, and also news of one or two players moving on loan or potential transfer fees. So we're going to get stuck into it. Make sure you smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We are motoring on to 3,500 subscribers. On the road to 4K. We really want to do 4K as soon as possible. You guys can help us get there. So like, subscribe, and comment below. As you know, I do try and answer all the comments that we get in. So do make sure you comment your thoughts on the potential signings or non-signings, as the case may be. Now, more developments in the Morgan Rogers potential deal. This one, as reported yesterday by David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano, was highest on Unai Emery's priority list. Apparently, he seems like the top target. Obviously, Midlands boy, was at West Brom, went to Man City, then had a great loan at Lincoln City, and then Middlesbrough signed him, and he's only been there 6 months. But more news has come out in terms of the deal and what might be required to get him. Villa have had their initial bid turned down, which didn't match Middlesbrough's valuation. They've gone back in with the second bid. I think that one was turned down, and they're looking at negotiating a third. Now, this type of thing always tends to happen with regards to negotiating deals when players have contracts, and the sell-on clause as well. I believe Man City have got a pretty decent portion in terms of percentage sell-on clause. So that will have to be looked at. I'm sure Middlesbrough will want a sell-on clause inserted into the deal for Rodgers on the case of Villa. So I'm sure it will get done. There's talk of him being valued from Middlesbrough around 15 million because he's got 3.5 years left on a 4-year deal. I'm pretty sure Villa will offer a certain down payment and then have certain clauses put in dependent on him achieving certain criteria and Villa achieving certain criteria. So I do expect it to be done. He's trained as normal with Middlesbrough, so obviously he's not throwing his toys out the pram, although I'm sure he would love a move to Aston Villa. But we want to do it in the right way. We've got a good relationship with Middlesbrough. Obviously, them having Ramsey and Archer last season, us selling them Finn as well. So, I'm sure something can get done. But we talked about him as a player, and he's got good stats for Middlesbrough this season. He's been one of their top performers. I think it's 6 goals and 7 assists. So has been a high performer for them, as well as creating 10 big chances for them. So it's more the finishing for Middlesbrough that has struggled. Now, whether he has the capability to push himself into the first team this season, it remains to be seen, and whether Unai Emery will use him this season. But certainly looking at a long-term view for him. He's got a good profile as well, 6'4", got speed, got power, obviously intelligent, has represented England at all levels. So we shall see what happens with him over the coming days. Now, the second position that Emery has wanted to focus on, or Villa fans have wanted him to focus on as well, is goalkeeper. And obviously, he's prioritising a young goalkeeper to either compete or push Emi Martinez next season. Fingers crossed Martinez is still with us next season. And it looks like it's Hakon Marson who is top of that list. Icelandic goalkeeper, currently playing for Swedish club Elfsborg, and has played 48 times for them since 2021, and has represented Iceland right from under 18s level through to the full international level, and has 5 caps. Now, obviously, we've got Robin Olsen as our second choice goalkeeper at the moment, and whether he would stay as like a third choice is a potential. And we've obviously let Marshall go out on loan to MK Don, so really good luck to him. We've got Sinisalo on loan at Exeter. So the need for another goalkeeper is potentially there, especially if one of those two or both of those two leave the club, and then Olsen maybe leaves the club as well. But we definitely need a good solid second choice goalkeeper, and it's better to have a younger one because you know that they can learn from the best, as in Emi Martinez. So comparison with Robin Olsen, obviously, the young goalkeeper has got all the attributes against him. Pretty much, he's 22 years of age. Villa have put in a bid of around €2 million, which sort of matches his current value. And he's played 29 times this season for Elfsborg, only conceded 0.8 goals per game, hasn't saved any penalties, has 2.6 saves per game, and I believe it's 20. He's only conceded 22 goals, and in clean sheets he has 13. So yeah, pretty decent record. Obviously, the standard of football in the Swedish league isn't the highest of standards, but you can only show the technical ability as a goalkeeper that you can, as if he's a good shot stopper, if he's got good agility, if he's good with his feet, which we know that Emery likes, if he's commanding, and 6'2" as well. So probably hasn't stopped growing. He's 22. Maybe there's a little bit more growth there in him, and we shall see. So yeah, that one could get done before the window closes. Obviously, letting Marshall go out on loan leaves us maybe a little bit short in that goalkeeping department, and be good to get that goalkeeping position sorted. Another one that has been doing the rounds as well in terms of rumour is Nicholas Valentini from Boca Juniors, young Argentinian centre back. Not a huge amount of information on him, but yes, plays for Boca Juniors, has been at Aldo Civi on loan as well in 2022. 21 appearances for Boca so far in his career with one goal, and he played 39 times with scoring one goal for Aldo Civi. But there's been a number of other clubs interested in him, Inter Milan, Lazio, AC Milan as well. So a lot of interest in Italy for him. And again, looks quite a big presence. Having a look at him on SofaScore. He's got good attributes, 6'2", as I say, 22 years of age, predominantly on that left side of centre back. So we're definitely looking at that position if Longley doesn't sign, or we don't move with him. Very good in terms of defensive qualities. Longley obviously has a better all-round game, but that's to be expected. Started 6 games this season, in total played 10, has 1 clean sheet against his name. Accuracy is 85% in his own half, and obviously 66% in the opposition half, but doesn't make many passes there. Interceptions 0.6, 1.2 tackles per game, 3.9 ball recoveries, not too bad in that level of football in that league, and 3.1 clearances per game. So again, quite difficult to judge this player. We're probably looking at more potential than anything. And Monchi's probably had scouts watching him. He's probably got contacts out in Argentina who are looking at the most highly rated young players out there that you can sign for value. And can look to build and look to improve. So that's one to watch. I think it's something like 10-12 million euros in terms of value, but I don't think that's one for January window. Certainly not. But yeah, one to keep an eye on for sure. And that centre back position again, that left-sided centre back position, we've obviously got Pau Torres, Longley on loan, but I think Emery's wanting another option there, especially if we don't quite know how fit Tyrone Mings is going to come back. And then another bit of news, just to finish up, Morgan Sanson looks like he might be earning us a little bit of money, maybe recouping a portion of the transfer fee that we paid for him. He's been doing very well on loan, and he could fetch us. Morgan Sanson. He could fetch us €4 million, because he's fulfilling the conditions at Nice for to make the move permanent. And he's done very well by all accounts, and he's really making all the right moves with them, and looks like he just needed some games, needed to feel settled, and he's doing very well. So we'll see. He definitely wants to stay. It looks like it could be €4 million. He's got to start at least 17 league earned games, and they must finish 8th or above in France's top flight. So he's already made 15 starts. And the club currently sits second place, 11 points ahead of ninth place Strasbourg. So unless I have a terrible end to the season, it looks like that deal could be made permanent, and that obviously puts a little bit more money in the coffers. But yeah, best of luck to Morgan Sanson. You never know, could be facing him in Champions League football next season if both clubs make it. But yeah, that's it in terms of the transfer rumours. There's one or two other little bits doing the round. Emil Smith Rowe is interest in West Ham, but apparently Villa still maintain an interest in him. Nicolo Zaniolo still attracting interest from Fiorentina. So there could be some movement next week in or out of the club. So watch this space. I'll be here to give you all the latest news. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help us on the road to 4K. Comment your thoughts below. We'll be back with plenty of shows over the weekend and next week. But as always, thank you for watching, and remember, we'll follow the Villa. Thanks, everyone.